What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We're rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates, so if you're enjoying the content and you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. I'm aiming for 13,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links, they're in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email's also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. I'm aiming for 500 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. Yes, we're in a different location. Sorry, there's a little bit of an echo, but it's going to be like that for the next week or so. So I'll just put out my apologies for that right now. So let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the out, and I'm going to give the last Angelino update. Now, I was that angry yesterday at the deal for Angelino that I actually forgot yesterday to wish him the best of luck on his loan move back to RB Leipzig. So wanted to wish the best of luck to Angelino. Hope his loan goes really well and he's able to build upon how he'd finished the season with Leipzig from last season. Now, the MEN, they're reporting that City have got a buyback option of 40 million euros if the obligations are met and Angelino does become a Leipzig player on a permanent basis. 40 million euros seems like a lot of money. I would probably have preferred to have had a sell-on fee, which I've heard there is not a sell-on fee included in this deal. So if Angelino is sold to any club, then Manchester City will not get a percentage of that deal, which, if I'm honest, is slightly disappointing, because in 2 or 3 seasons time I can see Angelino being worth about 40 to 50 million euros, and so City could have had 10, 15, even 20% of that. Instead, City's got the option to buy him back for 40 million euros, and considering that he didn't really suit City's system first time round, I'm not sure why we've got a buyback option there. All I can think of is City could sign him to sell him again to profit, but 40 million euros, can't imagine there's going to be too much of a profit made there. I'm disappointed in the deal, if I'm completely honest. I would have preferred just a permanent transfer this summer. I'd have preferred just having a sell-on fee included in the deal and some bonuses with appearances. That's what I'd have preferred. It's to a point where Angelino may not even permanently become a Leipzig player. If Leipzig don't have the funds, then they simply won't play him, so they don't have to pay that obligation, which to me isn't a good deal. But he heads out on loan, so best of luck to Angelino on his loan move. Now, following on from yesterday's story with Eric Garcia, we've got another update on him. Now, Hagrid FCB has been reporting that Barcelona, they want to sign Eric Garcia this summer, but it is complicated. It was previously thought that Barcelona could go as high to 15 to 18 million euros, but it's been reported that the Times, by the way, have reported they're saying that City have simply upped their price for Eric Garcia. It was believed to be somewhere between 20 to 30 million euros in the miss of Barcelona willing to pay 15 to 18 million euros perhaps. City have upped that even more now, and the price apparently is standing at 33 million euros. It's suggested to me that Man City don't want to sell him, considering Eric Garcia's only got less than a year left on his contract, and I thought City would have been looking for him to be sold, but there we go. Now, Barcelona, they do have more money than what's been let on. They're not a club that don't have any money and they can't afford to sign anybody. They're getting rid of players, they're picking up small fees, they're clearing players off their wage bill, big earners as well. And once they've done that, they're looking to try and sign a few players. It's believed Memphis Depay, Gigi Wijnaldum and Eric Garcia are on their hit list, and they were hoping to pick Eric Garcia up on the cheap, and that doesn't seem like it is going to happen. If Barcelona have got money to buy Wijnaldum and they've got money to buy Memphis Depay, then they've got money to sign Eric Garcia. I'm sensing City showing a little bit of bitterness here towards Barcelona with the saga that happened with Lionel Messi, and if I'm honest, I wouldn't blame them for it. City trying to get the best price possible. City's stance very clear with Eric Garcia. Man City are more than happy to keep Eric Garcia for another season and for him to leave for free next summer. Now the situation is, if that does happen and Eric Garcia stays this summer, then Barcelona can either sign Eric Garcia for a cut price cheap deal in January, which I don't think would happen considering they can just pick him up in the summer for free. Instead, they can start contract talks with Eric Garcia in January, and he can sign something called a pre-contract agreement where he agrees to join Barcelona for free, and that comes in the summer. That can be agreed 6 months before the expiry of his contract, which is on June 30th of 2021. So in January, Barcelona can have Eric Garcia on a pre-contract agreement. City, though, we could do the exact same with Lionel Messi. It's a bit of a mess. If I'm honest, it's Eric Garcia's situation. I was hoping that we'd be able to pick up a good amount, and personally, like I said, I'd be more than happy to accept anywhere close to 20 million euros as long as there's good bonuses there and a sell-on fee included. We've not done that with Angelino. I'm hoping we can at least do that with Eric Garcia. Now, moving on, we've got an update on Nicolas Otamendi. Now, Ojogo in Portugal are reporting that Nicolas Otamendi, he's a serious target to rejoin FC Porto this summer, and they're taking serious a move for him to go back to Portugal. It's believed that Manchester City are wanting roughly around £8 million. I know for a fact, though, Porto probably won't pay that. It'll probably be a little bit less than that. City, though, they need to sell players to sign players. If they're wanting to sign a top-class centre-back, then Otamendi or Garcia, they simply need to leave for us to then free up space in our squad for us to sign another centre-back. So it's a case of City need to sell before we sign. So Otamendi could be on his way out. Now, the last story of the out comes in the form of Patrick Roberts. Yeah. Teeside Live, they're up in Middlesbrough in the northeast and North Yorkshire. They're reporting there that Manchester City, they want to sell Patrick Roberts this summer and they're willing to listen to offers for him. I'm going to presume that this has been reported up in Teeside that Middlesbrough are interested in signing him on a permanent basis. So I'm going to put out there, what would you accept for Patrick Roberts? There was a time where I'd been looking for a really good amount when he was doing really well for Celtic. I'd have been looking for north of £15 million. I reckon City would probably be lucky to get anywhere close to £5 million. It would probably be a couple of £1 million for Patrick Roberts to leave. Knowing Man City, it could even be a low move. So I'd like to know your thoughts of that in the comments below, with Patrick Roberts coming back into the news. So we're going to move on to the ins. We've just got one update, comes in the form of Kalidou Koulibaly. Now, Alfredo Pedulla, who's not the most reliable, he's saying that the Koulibaly saga, it could be over by the end of the week. He's reporting Thursday or Friday something could happen, which is very bleak. So I've been wondering what could happen. Is a deal being agreed for Manchester City? City are working hard to try and get their negotiations with Napoli to try and get him to agree, or should I say get ADL and Manchester City to agree a fee, which is quite simply isn't that close, if I'm honest. There's still a difference of, some have reported 20 million euros, which if it's that far ahead, I'd suggest City walk away. If it's 5 to 10, then we're getting to a point where City, they just need to meet Napoli halfway and see what happens from there, and see if we can bring him in. I'm wondering if another club's potentially got an agreement in place with Koulibaly, or whether Koulibaly's going to commit his long-term future to Napoli and he's going to stay there. It seems, though, that something may happen by the end of the week, so I'm hoping that by the weekend we'll have some clarification on Kalidou Koulibaly and whether he will become a Manchester City player or not. Like everybody else, I'm absolutely sick of the Koulibaly saga, and I'm hoping that there will be an end very soon. Whether that means he becomes a City player or not, I think we're all just genuinely sick of this transfer, and so I'm hoping there will be a conclusion to that by the end of the week, and it's been reported in Italy that it may. So when I get word of what that decision may be, I will let you know, of course, first and fast. Now, there's a short little segment that's been reported this morning by Damasio in Italy that ADL has the virus, which I can't mention. We all know what I'm on about because I get demonetized. Now, he's going to have to isolate for at least 10 days. I don't know what the rulings are in Italy, but probably 10 days to 2 weeks. It means that negotiations for Kalidou Koulibaly now with ADL and Napoli are going to have to be done electronically. That is via email. He said that he wants things done by email. He wants an offer by Manchester City via email that can communicate with him through phone calls, but with Koulibaly's agent meeting with ADL, he's probably going to have to get tested. The deal could be delayed. I do not know. I'm hoping, though, it might make it a little bit more straightforward for City that we can now start to negotiate via email and phone call and get a conclusion to this Kalidou Koulibaly deal. I would have thought if City do want Koulibaly, then City would start putting a bid in and start trying to get that deal sorted so that at some point next week, potentially we could sign Koulibaly, but I'm just speculating. So there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. I'm aiming for 500 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button. Press the bell to put your push notifications on to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news and latest news. Aiming for 13,000 subscribers. So any help towards that will be greatly appreciated by me. And don't forget also social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. And I'll be back again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope everyone has enjoyed the video, and also I hope everyone is safe and well, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.